Welcome to a new podcast that we are trialing out here at Players Sports. It's called Behind the Gear, where we go in depth with our suppliers, our staff, and just you guys get to know a little bit about us and how we operate on an everyday basis. My name is Tony. I'm your host. And a little bit about myself. I've been working at Players Sports for 2.5 years. I play rugby mainly, but I dabble in many sports growing up. And I have a very big passion for sports and also content creating, which is why I'm here now. I'll turn over to my co-host here.
Hey guys, thank you Tony. Hey guys, I'm Tai. Like Tony, I play many sports, but mainly I play rugby as well as tennis. A big shout out to Wilson. I am sponsored by them, so so we're excited for this podcast series, and hopefully you guys will come along, enjoy yourselves, and just stay with us on this journey.
On this episode, we have our very special guest, Greenlane manager, the man himself, Aqueel.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you, boys.
So, Aqueel, just tell us a little bit about yourself and the role you have here at Greenlane Player Sports.
So, at Greenlane is basically just overseeing operations, daily tasks, anything that through the back to the front, anything that needs to happen, make it happen. That's sort of my role. It needs to be done properly, and that's the expectations and the trust that our owners have left me with, and that's something I take pride in delivering on.
Nice.
Awesome.
How long have you been working at Player Sports?
So I've been working just over 2 years. The 6th of June was 2 years on the dot. I've been here just over 2 years.
Nice. So Player Sports being we mostly deal with sports in general. For yourself, what's your sporting background?
So I didn't play any sport up until I started high school. So back, because I'm from South Africa, so back when I started high school, then that's when I picked up cricket. I haven't played football, any sort of football, until I moved to New Zealand. So my very first footballing season was in 2019, I believe, 2020, around that time. And then this year I tried to dabble a bit into rugby. Realized the skill set's not quite there, it's not something you can just pick up here. So so that didn't last very long. But generally I'm either football or cricket. Those are the two sports I play the most. Did a bit of swimming as well, a bit of surprise, but.
So you talked about swimming there. Can you just give us a little background on that? What's your favorite stroke that you do?
I did a bit of butterfly in my time, for a high school butterfly, 50-meter butterfly. Did a lot of individual medley all since first year to last year of high school. So doing the hard yards all my life, so
Nice.
Cap.
Sports teams. Yeah. So you touched on, you're from South Africa, and you've dabbled with rugby. Yeah. We're sitting here surrounded by All Blacks gear. Yeah. When All Blacks are facing South Africa, who are you supporting?
I just want to make a disclaimer. If you did see me in an All Blacks jersey 2 years ago, I made some mistakes back then that I'm not going to make again. So I will be supporting South Africa. I don't know if you've seen the baby box recently won the Under-20 World Cup. So
we got 2-3 yellow cards, 1 red.
Yeah.
Wasn't that just the final? We played in the World Cup against them with a yellow and a red.
Exactly. So pays. What would be, so going back to Player Sports topics, what would be your favorite sport to sell? So obviously you do dabble in quite different sports, rugby, football, etc. What would be your favorite sport to sell, or what would be the most sport commonly sold in store?
Originally, my favorite sport to sell was sort of boots. It was the easy way out. Get someone their boots in their size, the ones they like, and they're in and out. But over my time, I've recently looked into more the service you give people and making and having them leave out the doors really happy. So with the importance of that, I've kind of learn to love selling running shoes, because there's so much different aspects in selling a running shoe that you need to dabble on, and it makes your customers feel comfortable and happy that you're actually giving them that advice and helping them in that way. So they generally, that's my favorite one. Otherwise, the one that sells the most is probably, it depends on the season really, because through the summer you'll have your racket sports like tennis and cricket, and during the winter obviously your league sells very well, your boots, your rugby boots, like just all round boots, like kids, because everyone needs a pair for the season.
And obviously at Player Sports, at any of our stores in Merton Road, Greenlane or Onehunga, we do pride ourselves on the expertise that we give to our customers, and hopefully they walk out the door happy with their purchase. You talked a little bit about dabbling into rugby. Why didn't that go through? What happened there? You were playing at Grammar Tech, correct?
Yeah, I was training at
no.
Grammar Tech. Unfortunately, okay, maybe not unfortunate, but Grammar Tech is one of your more premier, top premier clubs. 100%. So the standard is held at a higher level, not something a beginner could quite just walk into, you know. So, but I was willing to try. However, as you guys know, Ben, who is our operations manager at Player Sports, he unfortunately had taken my Saturdays off away from me.
Might want to cut that.
Oh my goodness, Ben is going to slam us.
No, so yeah, he's taken my Saturdays away from me, and I had to work these Saturdays. And you know, at Player Sports, we're like a family. We're real close. Everyone's good with one another. So it's not something I really minded doing for him. Because like I say, the love's there. So if he needs a favor, I'll be happy to lend a hand all the time. And it's just like with you boys, if any one of us need a favor, we're always there for each other. So that's probably one of my favorite things about Player Sports, is that we can always count.
Just talking about your love for Grammar Tech and the standard that we held ourselves, because obviously I used to play at Grammar Tech. We hold ourselves to, obviously the team I used to play for, they're looking to go back to back this week at Eden Park, and they're actually versing the man here as well. But sadly, there's only one team that will be victorious, and that's G-Tech.
And that's either team.
That's G-Tech.
Or G-Tech.
That's G-Tech.
I do have a special place in my heart for Tai over there, but I'll say this to the camera. G-Tech's not a team to be taken lightly. So I hope you've been practicing your kicks.
Yes.
Tai's been a very fundamental part of Manukau's team this season, so big ups to Tai. But I will say the pressure of knockout rugby and finals rugby is not your round robin game, so I can only imagine how heavy that must be.
No, definitely. I feel it.
Although the love for G-Tech is there, I do wish you luck this weekend. So I hope you go well and
my guy.
carry yourself high. And regardless of what happens, win or lose, if you do lose, I'll still make fun of you on next week.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
But it's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, 100%. Just touching on Player Sports again. So you and your role, you used to manage the store out in Onehunga, and now you manage the store out here in Greenlane. Can you just explain the differences or the transition from Onehunga to Greenlane and the differences between the two stores?
The differences between the two stores is just that at Onehunga there's a lot of hands working together. There's a lot more people. You have your owners there, your operations manager, your stock manager, so all guys with helpful information who can help you make calls you've never had to make before on the spot. Whereas now at Greenlane, it's sort of those calls you sort of have to make yourself, and you sort of have to get rid of the fear of making a mistake and just make it if you have to, and then learn how you can be better afterwards. And then in terms of like operations wise, it's like at Greenlane we've got a lot more stock on our shop. Maybe not more stock than Onehunga has, but we have more on display, so maybe the
Yeah.
shopping aspect is a lot better. Like, feel free to come check it out if you have a free time on the weekend, during the week, whenever you get a chance. It's a pretty cool store.
Yeah.
Lots on display, and if we can't get it, if we don't have it, we can always get it for you. It's how we roll.
Exactly.
And then our Onehunga, the guys there, it's a lot more graft, like it's a lot harder work because a lot more things are at the back. Sometimes you need to get 6 or 7 things that we all have on the shop at Greenlane, whereas they have to go to 6 or 7 different locations, up on the pallet, down in this bin location. So it's a bit harder for them. I know the load's a bit heavy, like at Onehunga, I can be in there, understand it. So don't never really ask too much of those guys, just give them like, if something's late, it's late. I'll just take the hit for it, Greenlane, and then.
So obviously the major difference between Onehunga and Greenlane is Onehunga is connected to a distributing centre, the warehouse where we hold a majority of our stock and obviously our largest stock, whereas in Greenlane we have pretty much all the stock out on the shop floor for the customers to see.
The one thing I will say to anyone watching this, if you ever shop on our website and you're interested in a product, you can scroll down to store availability, so you don't get stuck coming here when you use it will be at Onehunga. So just always check the availability on the website. It will indicate which store it's at.
So obviously, Aqueel, we have lovely staff members here with us. Who would you want to see on the next episode?
On the next episode, I'd probably like to see either Caleb or Finn. Probably 2 of the funniest people to ever set foot in this business. So probably one of them to be a good shout.
Nice.
And obviously we are currently hiring new staff and trying to expand our knowledge with the new staff and the new people that come in. So obviously if you know anyone that wants a job, feel free to send in your resume. And then if you know anyone that already works here and you want to see them on the podcast, just leave a comment or send us a DM and let us know and we'll get them in. But that is it for the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to my lovely co-host Tai, and thank you to our lovely guest Aqueel.
Awesome. Tune in again, guys. See you next time.
Better like the video.